Welcome to the Sunday morning simulcast with Rom Wills, and I'm Rom Wills. You must face your fears. Now, this is a common theme that I don't know, I've probably done so many videos or podcasts, written articles on this theme, but facing your fears, because that's really the biggest thing that stops people from really getting to a certain level in life. Their fears. I see this with coaching clients, mentoring guys I mentor, young men and women I might mentor. I see this with friends they talk about. There's so many people, because me, Ron. One thing about me, even in casual conversation, one of the things I will bring up regardless is, what do you really want to do in life? And people will have ideas, but there's always some fear that stops them. Like, what if I'm good enough at it? Or what if people don't like it? They got fear of criticism. Or, they need to do basic life things and they have a fear of doing it. What goes wrong? They always looking at the negative and everything. I'm just like, really, to get through life, you have to face the fear. Now, it's not saying you shouldn't have the fear. Let me get that straight. It's not saying fear, yeah, that's actually kind of smart. Really. And it's normal. That means you're thinking about it at least. But courage is having a fear of something and then still know you got to do it. It could be like having to fight a bully. It could be having to travel somewhere or to face something within yourself. You have some issue that you need to deal with, personal issue, a demon or something, and it's facing that demon. And it's tough. I've gone through it. I ain't going to act like I've gone through life fearless, but the one thing I will say, no matter what, I faced it. You gotta do it. It's like what I said in one of my videos about getting out your comfort zone. You gotta do it if you want to grow. Especially if you have to. Especially if you want to go beyond where you are. Many people are just stuck by their own fears. They stuck in the same neighborhood. They stuck in homes. They stuck in bad relationships because of fear. They haven't reached a new level. They haven't gone to where they could go because they got so much fear. Well, what about this? What about this? They're thinking too much. It's like, no, you got to face it. I'm going to share something with you. I normally had a fear of heights. Let me say that again. I had a fear of heights. But then a home that I lived at, and to this day, I can't remember why I had to get up there, but I had to get on the roof. And depending on where I would have came down, it would have been painful fall if I fell off that roof. But I had something I needed. I forgot to this day. I can't remember why I needed to, but it was important enough for me to face my fear. And I got up there and took care of it. That's the biggest thing. Whatever fear you got, sometimes just face it. Just do it. Don't walk around in like fearful. Like I did something on my one of my channels. I said fear is a smart weapon. It actually can lower your IQ. It can hurt you. People can kill you just by your fear, but if you face it, they can't harm you. You're not worried about it. When you're walking through life full of anxiety and everything, which is what fear causes, you're not going to live life abundantly and with gusto. You got to face it, because a lot of times when we have the fears, most fears are actually irrational. Most fears, like I know a young man who's afraid of dogs. And I say, has a dog ever bitten you? Like bit you, like, drawn blood. And he was like, no. I was like, why are you scared of him? Because that's the worst type of fear, is there's no basis of it. Your only fear is what could happen, but has it happened? Like me, I don't have a fear of dogs. I've walked past mean dogs, they barking and stuff. I'm growling back at them. They like, I'm like, shit, I'm showing my teeth. I'll show them who's alpha. Dude, like this crazy dude I know one time. He said if a pit bull attack you, hit him in the mouth. Just bust him in his jaw. Like, that dude was crazy enough to do it. But, no, you know what? People got to ask themselves, what's your fear? Like, you got a lot of guys, like, you know, I'm known for talking about relationships. A lot of guys have a fear of approaching a beautiful woman. And I'm like, wait a minute. That woman is dainty, she's small, she's pretty. The worst she can tell you is get out her face. But in most cases, she ain't gonna bite unless she's into some kinky stuff. And that would be a pleasurable bite. But that's not this ain't this type of show today. But seriously, it ain't gonna bite you. What you gonna do? Put a bullet in you or something? Shoot. It's like, you know, you could sit there. I tell men, you could sit there and have that fear of approaching her, or, you know, if she's that fine, go ahead and approach. It's better she tell you no. Then you regret it. See, and plus, you know, for that relationship thing, I don't know any women that want a guy who's fearful. I don't know one woman who wants a guy who's fearful. Or just in life, I mean, sometimes you gotta take it. You can't be fearing losing a job. Like a lot of men to catch this on some jobs, right? You get some questionable behavior. You always get a manager who want to be on some bully stuff or whatever. Sometimes you gotta be like, you know what? I will walk off this job first and put up with your shit. You can't have a fear of doing something if it's in line with your code, with your integrity. You can't be a fear of losing a job. See, that's how they'll get you on jobs. That's how they get you on life. That's how bullies will get you, because you got a fear of them. You know? That's the thing y'all got to remember going through life. You have to face the fear. And you know what? It might be tough at first. You might not be able to face it head on initially. But you can build up to the point. Maybe take little baby steps towards dealing with the issue. You know, that might be the best for some people because, you know, I understand. You got some fear of something for whatever reason. Well, you know, you got to face it, because here's a trick in life. Whatever thing that holds us back, you know, there's always like that key on the other side. It's everybody's personal hero's journey. You have to go to that dark place. But once you go to that dark place and come out, then you come back with the magic elixir, the prize, you know, the ruby slippers. You come out and then you ready to like take on life, because it's like once you face that fear, it's like, well, shoot, nothing else can bother you. You know, nothing else can be bother you. I'm like, you know, I'm share something personal. I remember one time I got jumped, right? About, I don't know, 4 or 5 dudes. You know, took some bruises, but you know, they as a group, they ain't gonna want to jump again, because you know. I held my own. Yeah, they got the best because it's 5 against 1. But you know what? After that, you were just like, you know, I could even take on multiple people because there's no fear of it. If I see a group, I'm like, shit, I can handle y'all. You know, it's like in everything. You know, go through places, like go new places and everything. Don't have a fear of it. That's the important thing. You have to face it. You cannot live life in fear, because you might as well not even live. And I'm just gonna be real with that, because if you can't live life to its fullest, what's the point? What is the point? And like I said, I know it's tough for everybody. I know it's tough. It's tough. It happens. Stuff happens. I say I can't curse on these. I say stuff happens, you have an incident here, and then it's reinforced and all of that. You know what? You just be like, you know what? Nah, I'm facing this head on. I'm not going to walk the rest of my life in fear. I'm going to live life abundantly. Just think about it like that. That fear is stopping you from getting to the promised land. It's stopping you from reaching your goals. So if you want to reach your goals, if you want, whether it's that beautiful woman or that handsome man, whether it's that dream that you've always wanted to pursue, whether it's just being able to walk someplace and feel safe, you go ahead. You know, you go ahead and do what you got to do. So anyway, I'll talk to you later. Y'all have a nice day. Keep rising and transforming. Peace.